So the Cybertruck's dead, and this just...
Kyle is running out of cars soon.
Oh no! The B-Class just died. Hey guys, welcome to Out of Spec Bits. This is essentially taking place of our podcast channel. Same type of stuff, just with a different name. And you're going to see a bunch of little videos like behind the scenes stuff, but also things that wouldn't necessarily go on our bigger Out of Spec Reviews channel. In this case, my Mercedes B-Class broke down. And I recently put up a video on our Out of Spec Reviews channel earlier this week documenting the entire restoration process, going through that we had to replace the DC to DC converter. This runs with a Tesla powertrain, so I did the coolant delete for the large drive unit, and we have a new 12-volt battery in the car. With all of that said, let's take a look to show you what happened just now as Andreas and I were driving down the road.
Charger cable. But I think it says don't shift gears, but I still wanna
Malfunction. Yeah, won't even go out of neutral.
Oh
What is going on? We were just driving nice, and I was saying, Andreas, so this car only cost $3,000.
Yeah.
So nice.
MacBook or B-Class.
Yeah, and maybe we should have chose the MacBook.
Holy crap.
What? All right, so let's put it in park. Let's shut it off and see if it'll restart. See, there's park. You can pull the key out. Yeah. And open your door. Stop engine. There's no... Okay, now let's restart it. And...
Nothing.
Yep. And it's on. And we're good.
How do you know it's on?
Because we're good. Now you can put it in drive and drive.
Beautiful.
What more do you need?
Save the day.
Parking brake's still on. If you hit the throttle, it might release it.
Okay. Just waiting for those cars to pass.
Yeah. But I don't know if it'll drag or not.
Yeah.
The parking brake's by your left knee. Oh, yeah, it released. We're good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, I had this in my car.
Yeah, it's off.
Okay.
You just put it on. Now it's off.
Okay.
It auto releases when you hit the throttle.
Right.
Cool. Oh, see, the B-Class is wonderful.
Beautiful. So we don't need to go fund me to get you a new car.
I have no idea why that happened.
That was crazy.
That was absolutely
It
crazy.
might happen again. Let's see.
The only thing I can think is because the high voltage heater doesn't work. Maybe there was an isolation issue in there.
Yeah.
And it bricked because it just... But it... Floor it real quick. Still makes full power.
Okay.
Yeah, nice. We're good.
B-Class. Best car.
Since we're on our way back, I figured Andreas could tell you guys what he thinks about the driving experience of the good old B-Class.
Good old B-Class. I like it. The steering wheel feels great. Pickup is reasonable. Has some nice handling too.
It doesn't. It's got pretty good steering actually. Like it's pretty quick ratio. Yeah.
So yeah, no, great car. I would use it as a daily driver for sure.
Even with the risk of it breaking down.
Yeah, it's fine. You know, you don't get long distances. You don't go long distance in America anyway, so it's fine.
Andreas, when the light goes green.
You turn left already.
Yep. Left. Yes. And give it a full whack at full throttle. Oh yeah, spinning the tires. And it's not dying yet.
No.
Nice. Look at this thing go.
Love it. Trade in Model 3.
Yeah, it's really not slow.
I guess I can buy like 15 of those for my Model 3.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for $3,000. I mean, they really go for like 10 to 12 in the used market.
Yeah.
I still think it's funny how it just died. I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah.
What did it feel like?
Actually, I only saw the notification.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel any response from the car, actually. It felt totally fine.
Yeah.
I thought it was still going.
Well, we were coming in for braking.
Yeah.
So the brake-by-wire, or it's not technically brake-by-wire, but the blended brake pedal must have compensated, and because it wasn't regenning anymore, so it just added friction brakes.
Yeah, no, if the notification had been there, there would have been no way for me to tell the car was...
Right, then we would get to the stop sign, and then you'd have to go, and you'd hold everyone up. But yeah, this is what it's like where we are, where the office is, so it's no big deal.
Yeah, rural.
So this is where we died, and we're making it back.
Oh yeah, it might be maybe there's some...
Like electric radiation.
Electromagnetic stuff happening around.
That was it. That was the place where the B-Class died.
Back in the day.
all those minutes ago. And we're still cruising along. So it must be some weird anomaly. I think what we should try, since we know a restart will fix it, I'm going to put the heat on full between now and here in the hub. So let's go max heat. Again, it doesn't work at all.
So, we also put an eco mode earlier when it died.
I don't know if that makes a difference, but we'll also do eco mode. We'll get it set up in the same condition.
Yeah.
Heater on full, and let's see, because I've been driving it with it like on high for a while. But maybe it tried to activate the PTC heater and it had a short in there or something. So I think things are possible, not sure, but hasn't died yet.
No.
Well, we made it back to the hub.
Glad we made it back safely.
Heater on, all the same settings, no failure.
No failure.
So I'm going to grab the scanner. I don't know if it can read the B-class codes. I think it can.
Scan my B-class.
Scan my B-class. Let's plug in. Let's see what it says.
That's it.
I always keep my Autel MaxiSys Ultra EV on the charger, 100% state of charge. Not concerned about longevity, but it means we're always ready to rip when we got an issue. We've got less than 25%. Oh, that's in the VCMI. That I don't keep on the charger all the time. So I'm going to hand you that. I'm going to grab this. This part is the part that goes into the OBD port in the B-class.
That's heavy. Wow.
That's a legit, this thing's like over $7,000.
Wow, yeah.
It's a legit unit. Thanks to Autel for sending it. Also, shout out to Fantic. We got some great sponsors. Not Traeger yet. Soon. Soon. All right, so let's go check out what's going on with the B-class electric drive. Oh, it just auto-locked, or do you have the key? Oh, okay. So I don't know, I don't remember if I've scanned this one or not, but like the RAV4 EV of this generation that used the Tesla drivetrain has a separate communication port in the rear for the Tesla stuff versus the Toyota stuff.
Okay.
And the Toyota system, which runs off the OBD port, which is the only reason I'm bringing it up, this car and that car share the drivetrain, the Model S drivetrain. All the Toyota system will ever tell you is check electric system. So then you got to plug into the data port in the back. I don't know how this works. Let's see if the OBD, is that it right there? Where is it? Right there. Perfect. Let me get it plugged in. See what's all right. We've got my VCMI wireless controller plugged in. Again, this one being the EV system means it's got all the EV stuff. Put the car into accessory power. I will shut off climate so we don't burn anything down. And I'll get this all hooked up and connected. So
something happened.
Yep. So it should be connected now. We're going to go to automatic detection and let's see if it works. Jump in the car. Well, it didn't auto detect the Mercedes-Benz B-Class. So we'll do standalone diagnostics. Let's see what she says. See if I can turn the brightness up here. Brightness. Sweet. Manual selection. B. Electric drive. That's it. Okay. Establishing vehicle communication.
Ooh.
Fingers crossed it can establish it. Here we go. We've got electric motor. We've got no transmission, really, but left-hand drive USA 2014. Sort of a manual connection. I think I must have connected it before because I had the VIN already in here.
11 years old, this thing.
Yeah, things getting pretty old, isn't it? We've done the coolant delete. We've done a bunch of other upgrades to it as well. Let's see. Let's do a fault scan. So this is every module that it can read. How many modules can it see? 42 modules.
Wow.
Probably many of them are not totally installed, but we're reading all the DTCs. Wow, we're already up to 7, 8. Oh, no. So we'll go through. Oh, yeah, you can see this has gone into diagnostic mode.
Ooh,
Yeah, I remember I have done this because I have had that in diag mode. 17 trouble codes so far, not bad. All these ones with like no response mean it's not installed. So like this one doesn't have a reversing camera or some other stuff like that. Let's see what else. 94%. Okay, so here are the codes. No CAN message. CAN, brake pressure sensors, powertrain control module cannot implement a request due to system error. The value of the main odometer reading is implausible. I don't think I've seen that. This one's got 61,529 miles on it. That seems pretty plausible to me. Electronic parking brake. Washer fluid level has a malfunction. That's a weird one. Washer fluid level again.
Did you put in beer, maybe?
Traction system. Water pump on the LIN bus has a malfunction. Electric machine A has a malfunction. Park Paul. Communication with the onboard charger has a malfunction, which might mean why it thought something was plugged in.
Mm-hmm.
Park Paul again. No CAN message. Chassis CAN message. So this is similar to the faults that we've had on this car before we replaced the DC to DC converter.
Mm-hmm.
Just like random CAN messages that popped up. And it still could be plaguing the car.
Mm-hmm.
And it could happen when the 12 volt gets low. That's very possible. We might just need to keep this on a 12 volt tender all the time.
Yep.
It has a brand new 12 volt battery. But what I'm going to do is do a quick erase. So we're going to, run through everything. So now we should have, let's see, there's only one, which is the water pump. And the air conditioning unit has a malfunction, which is probably why the heat doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes sense. So this one, A30587, is one we actually do need to fix. That leaves us with one trouble code. If you wouldn't mind shutting the car off, unplugging the OBD down there.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put this away. Love this device, by the way. Everyone needs one of these if you have a bunch of random wacky electric cars. Cool.
All right.
And let's start it up and take it for a drive. I mean, I'm assuming it should be fine because we drove here fine. Very German. Seatbelt first. Yes. I just want to make sure it starts. No, wait a second. There we go. No faults. We're moving.
All good.
Everything seems okay. So,
I'm not wearing a seatbelt, allegedly.
Yeah, we're just staying in the parking lot to make sure it moves and stuff. Yeah, that's all we needed.
Fine. All good.
Seems good. I guess we'll keep an eye on to see if we get any more of those weird CAN messages. It could be a faulty gateway, was one of our considerations early on with this one.
Yeah.
But everything, it appears to be functioning normally. It just had a DC to DC converter replaced, which was probably the main issue initially, but that doesn't mean that the gateway can't send faulty messages from time to time. Nice.
Great turn radius.
Yeah, it's pretty nimble.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I've got Alex on the phone from the Out of Spec Renew channel, which is all about servicing electric cars. And so, Alex, so my B-Class broke down today, as well as my Cybertruck, all in the same day.
All kinds of not so good stuff.
Yeah, totally. So, so you saw the video of the B-Class threw up like every fault in the world. I also went through the code scans with the Autel, and there was a bunch of random CAN error messages, some of them stemming from the powertrain. And also I found another sticky code, one that didn't clear, that was for the water pump for the AC system. Maybe that's why the heat doesn't work.
Yeah, that would probably make sense for the heat not working. That kind of could be an either or, either the pump or the heater itself. So given you have a code for the pump, it sounds like it's probably the pump, which is certainly the cheaper fix for sure.
That's good. So that's one issue. But with the car braking, you were, sort of crashing down like that. If you remember, when I first bought it, it had similar issues to that from the DC to DC, which seemed to have solved everything when we put the new DC to DC in it. Do you think that it's a gateway problem? Do you think, you mentioned some other things as well?
It could potentially be a gateway issue. Yeah, the gateway computer is kind of a known failure point for the B-Class and for the RAV4 EV as well, for that matter, which they're pretty similar components between the two. It's kind of hard to say if that's the issue or not, but if it's purely a breakdown in CAN communications, that could be potentially the problem there.
Yeah, you mentioned some other things as well over text. What were those?
For the B-Class?
Yeah, you mentioned something about a resolver.
Oh, yeah, the rotor encoder sensor.
Oh,
on the
yeah.
large drive unit. Mm-hmm. That can sometimes cause some issues, but usually that would be, like a drive inverter related code that you would see for that if that was the failure. It wouldn't cause any CAN errors. Okay, well, I'm going to put this in the video so that the viewers know that we chatted, because it's real time. And you can check out the codes and maybe leave a comment with your predictions underneath this video. Yeah, for sure. Okay, sounds good. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. You betcha. See ya.
So there we go. We're not sure what happened with it. Sounds like it could be gateway. Sounds like it could have been an anomaly. We were just cruising though.
Yeah.
And we were praising it too. We're like, this is the best car for $3,000.
We jinxed it.
And then it just broke down. Yeah. So thanks so much for watching Out of Spec Bits. See you on another one again soon. Bye-bye.